Welcome to the Geek Speak Radio Show with Henry and Larry.
People who get it, get it.
Let's speak geek on the Geek Speak Radio Show. Hey everybody, welcome to the Geek Speak Radio Show. So today, I know you guys complain a lot, but you know what? Who cares? Another Star Wars day. We did Star Trek not too long ago, but another Star Wars day today. Matter of fact, Larry, you saw this.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think?
I did some prep going into this. I just intended, taking a bunch of notes, be real professional about it. But once I got started, I got sucked in.
You became a fan.
Yeah. Next thing I know, 2 or 3 hours have passed, and I was sucked into it and drawn away.
Just like you guys are. What are we talking about? It's I guess we can call it a documentary, self-made, on YouTube. Not just, a couple of pictures thrown in there with commentary in the back. This is professionally done, looks like it. It looks, hopefully we'll get something like this on the Blu-rays when they come out later on. I do have a link up on geekspeakradioshow.com on our YouTube page. They're also on there. Don't go there yet because you want to hear the creator of this first. He is on the phone, on the Skype with us. So his name is Jamie. Jamie, you there?
Yeah, I'm good. Hi there. I'm here. I'm ready to talk.
Good. So first of all, both Larry and I and everybody out there, fantastic job on the. What do you call it? A documentary, or what do you call it?
I'm trying to find a word that describes it really, because it's not just like a commentary on a DVD where you get audio, you get video as well. I did hear it called a filmumentary or a fanumentary on Twitter, but.
Sounds about right.
I'm still not quite sure what it is. It's like a pop-up commentary, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah. And when and why did you decide to do this documentary?
I started doing these back in 2005 when I tackled The Empire Strikes Back first. I made a commentary documentary called Building Empire, and primarily it was because I wanted to learn some new editing software, Apple Final Cut Pro, because I work in the television industry. And if you've ever tried to learn anything, the best thing to do is have a project, So I thought that this was something I could get my teeth into. So I embarked on this project, Building Empire. It took me 6 months to collate and assemble and finish the project. And then that sort of naturally led on to the next episode, which was Returning to Jedi, which took me a further 8 months or so. And then 2007 arrived. I had a daughter and another one on the way, and that's why Star Wars Begins took 4 or 5 years to finish.
Now, did you start with Empire because it was the badass of the 3 movies, the best one?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, it's always been my kind of favorite one as an adult. So I started Building Empire. But yeah, looking back now, having done Star Wars Begins, it just sort of reminds me the sort of the magical feeling I used to have as a kid, age 5 or 6. So Star Wars and Empire do kind of battle it out as far as my favourite's concerned.
Yeah, and we should tell everybody out there who hasn't seen it yet, welcome back from Mars, first of all, if you haven't, the 2 people out there. But it's not all 6 of them. It's the first one, Star Wars. All of us still call it Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Me too, yeah, absolutely.
Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yes, that's right.
The question that we all want to know is, where did you find the deleted scenes?
Yeah,
well,
do you have a spy at Lucasfilm or something? Because that stuff is awesome.
I've no spies at Lucasfilm. What I did do
not that he'll tell us that.
I'd have to kill you. I did track down a CD-ROM that I had back in I think it was the mid-90s, and it was an official Lucasfilm release, and it had on it the Biggs deleted scenes as well as sequences from the early John Jimson cut of the film, the lost cut, as it's been called in some articles, and they were on there, and it almost felt at the time like, hey, hang on a minute, I bet George doesn't know this has been released. It seemed to have slipped through the net, and a lot of people didn't get to see it at the time. But a good friend of mine on originaltrilogy.com fan forum website, managed to get those videos off there for me and clean them up as well, and they're looking the best they've ever looked until September, probably, when we'll see them on the Blu-ray extras.
Yeah, we're talking to Jamie, the creator of the self-made filmumentary documentary. It's called Star Wars Begins. The link is up on geekspeakradioshow.com, on our webpage and on our YouTube page. The links are on there. Don't leave, though, because this is getting really good. Like I said, those deleted scenes, I remember the big scene that you just mentioned, Jamie. The big scene, I remember from the Marvel comic books when that first came out. Larry, I don't think you've seen some of the ones that are in there, have you?
Yeah, I watched most of it last night, and I first read the novel before I saw the movie when I was a kid back in '77, and I always wanted to see the scenes in Anchorhead where Luke he just saw the space battle going on, and I always wondered what that was going to look like. And when I saw the movie, I was like, okay, there's something missing. Then now the news that there's stuff out there, I'm just so looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, well, I've heard on the grapevine that the people putting the Blu-ray set together, excuse me, for Lucasfilm just keep finding stuff in the archives, and they don't know where to stop. So there's so much stuff out there. I mean, this early lost cut, you can see in the cantina scene that I've included. It uses longer takes, some alternative takes as well, some alternate takes of the lines being delivered. That just that little difference in delivery can make all the difference, because we're so used to, as Star Wars fans, of watching this film and getting ready for those particular audio and visual cues, and exactly what's coming next. But in making Star Wars Begins, I'm hoping to kind of jar the attention of even the sort of most ardent fans, and think they know exactly what's going to come next, and suddenly a new scene arrives, or a new take of something arrives, and that's hopefully what I've achieved.
Well, I think you definitely achieved that, because when I was watching it, I was transported back to my 11-year-old self when the Star Destroyer came overhead. I was back in the theater, just blown away by that visual. And the thing that I absolutely loved about it was that you brought back the mystery and the rogue aspect of Han Solo in the cantina. Because to me, that is the ultimate Han Solo. He's just he's a pirate, and I love him for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's funny you should say that, because the majority of the feedback I've had on YouTube is from people that, excuse me, that are aged between kind of 32 and 45, and they're saying that I've managed to bring back that magic feeling they had when they were a kid, when they first saw it. And that's a really nice thing to hear, because that was kind of my intention. I think over the years, Star Wars has become very diluted, with the books and the comics and the toys and the Clone Wars cartoon and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's become this huge franchise. I mean, obviously it was huge even back then, but for me, the first 3 films will always be Star Wars, That's what Star Wars is to me, those first 3 films. And I kind of wanted to distill it down again to those elements that made it feel so magical when we were kids,
You got to see, you were alive when they came out in the theaters the first time, right, Jamie?
Yeah, I was actually only 2 when Star Wars itself came out, but being around and the right age for when Empire and Jedi came out, for my birthday, when Return of the Jedi came out, I got taken into London to the biggest cinema screen at the time, the Dominion Theatre, and also to Hamley's Toy Shop, which is a world famous toy shop that's over several floors, and there was an entire floor just of Star Wars toys at the time, and that's a memory that sticks in my mind very well. And it brings back those feelings of excitement and the magic of the original trilogy.
So again, we're talking to Jamie, the creator of the Star Wars Begins documentary on YouTube. You all have been seeing it, watching it, commenting on it. We'll talk more with Jamie when we come back. I'm going to take a little break right now. When we come back, we'll get more into the documentary and into Jamie himself. Not like that. Well, you know what I mean.
Geek Speak Radio Show will be right back.